between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports. Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Doyle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick release on the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior.
There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position.
Man, it was a good run, right? You had the first down. You knew you had the first down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts fighting for extra yards, and that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's Doyle. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job.
Touchdown, Georgia! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's caught. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Booker. He's got the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to throw, it's Doyle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, they're after him. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
To the air, it's Booker. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your the ref. fast, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that. Out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The short hands, it's Wiggins. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Booker. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Wiggins. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when he was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
28, Mississippi State, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Frank. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. They'll try to pound their way in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man, it's Booker. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Here's the heat. Working the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Working on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to the ground game on the left. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Dropping back, it's Booker. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Gets the back moving. Floats it out in space. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down for this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw again. Got a man. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short? It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working, but at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game...
Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on! Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Dogs have their offense in high gear. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long.
Headed to the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Kent State answered the bell away from Dick's Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Flashes knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Runs through the tackle. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Finds a man by himself. Breaks free in the middle. They're able to make the stop, and this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what you're looking for when you have the better.